Recording in progress.
Watercooler. Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. I feel bad, guys. I faked everybody out. I know. You thought that was Dawson doing the mouth licks. And it was not. Mike Dawson is not here. I'm going to start the introductions by saying who's not here. And Dawson can't make it this week, but you know, I thought I'd give us a little taste with some mouth licks that were indiscernible from the real thing, I'm sure. So hope you enjoyed. It's a very hard voice to mimic, but yeah, we'll see Dawson next week. So thank you so much for tuning in, though. You still got your mouth licks by yours truly, and let me introduce everybody else who is here, because you know how it goes. I, Chris Locks, want to kick it with my cruel digital buds of yesteryear. With me today, all the way in Austin, Texas, it's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. And then all the way in Orange County, California, it's Gary Smith.
Had it, partner. That was my best Dawson impression.
Really?
Oh my god!
I was trying for it.
It's better than your Gary impression, I think. I think there was just.
All my impressions are better than my Gary impression.
That is just some real stank. And then somewhere beneath that extra long beard this week, in Long Beach, California, like myself, it's Kalen Bean.
What's going on? I think that was a little bit more Batman than it was Dawson.
I liked it, though. Yeah, Dawson's voice is tough to mimic. You know, when you were talking about Gary impressions earlier, I thought of the worst insult was, or one of the worst insults I've ever heard was whoever was married to Fred Armisen. She was on Mad Men. She played Peggy on Mad Men. I forget her real name. She's on Housemaids. No.
Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale. God, don't.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Moss.
There we go.
Yeah, there is a quote from her about after they got divorced.
She was married to Fred Armisen?
She was.
Yeah.
Wow, I never knew that. That's
and they were divorced.
Crazy.
And they asked for a statement from her about Fred, and she said the best impression the best impression that Fred Armisen does is Fred Armisen as like a human being. Like,
you know what I heard he said in retaliation? He said no Moss.
Of course he did, Matt. And I appreciate that, dude. Matt is, by the way, for those listening, Matt is patting himself on the back physically. Like he's
took me way longer to click than I'm proud of. I was thinking, what is he Mexican?
God, you know how some shows try to avoid swearing for the first 2 minutes so they don't get demonetized on YouTube? We just got to try to avoid the Matt dad joke in the first 2 minutes.
I like it. I like that Matt's puns and dad jokes have gone bilingual. They've gone international.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, he's not even doing English. It's not sticking to English anymore, and I think we can all appreciate it. So, Jen came home the other day a little bothered. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because, look, getting gifts for your significant other. Is it tough for you guys or is it easy? I mean, I think it needs to be tough, right? Unless you make it easy and go like, oh yeah, today's our cardboard year, right, Matt? But
the cardboard year was the easiest one. Are you kidding me?
It's our bonsai year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so I
mean, look, anniversary gifts, if you're following that convention, are, it should be hard, I think. I think it should be hard.
I think that it's a lot easier if you have like the forethought, like if you can plan far enough ahead, because the goal really with the gifts is you wait till they're just in conversation. They don't know it months before and they go, oh, I'd really like this thing. And then it goes away. So if you can clock that and remember it and you have like the wherewithal to remember, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that for her in a month or two. Then it's a lot easier, but I'm always scrambling like 2 weeks.
I actually started like a notes list.
Of course.
And it's so much easier that way because I would say from November through May, there's a lot of gift giving going on between the holidays, the birthdays, the anniversaries, the Valentine's Day, and I get a little bit of reprieve over the summer. But if I'm not back in action, like getting ready to buy stuff in, mid-October, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in big trouble. So I got to make sure there's a good list of things to go off of.
It's a pro move, keeping the tally throughout the year of anything that she just goes, oh, that's cool. And you write down your phone.
That's a good move.
Right.
But I need to check in on this. When it's pool season, Julie's just not getting flowers to save her life. Is that what we're hearing here?
We did Lego flowers.
We remember.
No, we did more. We did more this year. They're in the other room. I'd get them, but then I'd come back and show them off, and then you guys would be like, these suck.
We would never do that.
I know.
We just wouldn't comment at all.
We'd do it while you were in the other room getting them.
Yeah, we would do that too, but while you're away.
It's the honesty. That's really why we're still friends, So you guys keep it real.
I think I'm too focused on the element of surprise when I want her to be
them, huh? That was a bit of a Freudian slip, Chris.
This just goes for all gifts. I'm not saying.
I mean,
gotta keep them all happy, dude.
Have you learned nothing?
I want her to be surprised still, even though she hints heavily at certain things or whatever. I still would like her to be somewhat surprised and pleased that way too, because that's fun to do. But a tried and true thing that I will get is a gift card to a massage parlor, a certain one that she enjoys. It's easy. I get her like a straight up 90-minute session, and then whenever she wants to go, I'll watch the kid go off, go do your thing, and it's tried and true. It's fine. It's a good time.
And just to be clear, is this for a happy ending or not? Because some of the words you were using were a little suggestive.
Did I not say
She's
massage
gonna do her thing.
parlor? Weirdly enough, there is a massage parlor really close to where I live that she won't go to because she thinks like it kind of has that vibe.
It's open at 3 a.m.
Although I've heard it's awesome. So
heard from who?
Just really happy looking guy coming out of the building.
Everyone walks out of there with some pep in their step. So she goes to this one place. I don't want to name it yet because what I could say is slanderous. So she came back.
Name it after you say the slanderous shit?
No, I don't think I'll name it at all. I'm saying that now because I think Kalen knows where it is too, and I would like him to not name it.
I don't.
Okay, good. Because I know Amy goes there.
Good move, Kalen. Separate yourself from this.
So she comes back a little distraught from this massage parlor, and I was, what's wrong? She's like, so I'm getting a massage, and I hear this guy, and this is like a legit part of town. It's very, above board. And she hears a drunk guy walk in. Well, she's assuming he's drunk just based off the slurring, but straight up walks into like where all the massage things are, because they're just separated by like curtains. It's not drywall or anything like that, so you can hear what's going on. Everyone's just listening to the music and being quiet. It's fine. But this drunk guy comes in and just slurs. Is this kind of the way Matt talks? Is this one of those places that gives happy endings? Just like, yeah, I mean, it almost exactly what Matt said earlier. And you just hear like kind of mumbling underneath. And he's like, oh, how much? 40? I only got 20. And now Jen's...
Wait, so what the answer was yes?
Yeah,
I don't
apparently.
know. But Jen's masseuse walks out and it's like now murmuring under his or her breath and just like stifling this guy, and then comes back a little distraught and just continues with Jen's massage. And now all Jen's thinking about is, oh my God, is this one of those places that does that? And to which I replied, impossible. And that guy,
it would be rather uncomfortable with just curtains separating the massage chairs versus the drywall.
And it's like
Kayla.
that. From what I've heard, from people who have had this procedure done.
Procedure.
At this location?
Medical procedure.
Not at this location, but
Part of the same chain, same
yeah.
name, just a different location.
That's right. Is that you don't necessarily say it that verbatim. There are moves you do.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, Carrie? Gary's sitting back again. You know, it's a good sign when Gary just gets away from, as far away from his microphone as physically possible.
Yep.
He's silent.
Tell me more. I mean,
Okay.
I cannot believe you are having this conversation right now.
From what I've heard,
Explain the moves.
I know two
Boy.
people who have had it done, and their move is
Had it done.
the move was, because I've asked, I was curious on what the
Oh, yeah,
exchange-
What'd you
just
ask him?
research.
What were the words that you
It
used?
was strictly research. For the record, I would never. But
Finish the sentence.
Yeah, finish is going to be involved, Matt.
Oh, bravo.
oh man,
Bravo. And scene.
no end scene. We're still going here.
All right. Oh, here we go.
The move is you kind of just motion with your hips to imply, like at the right time. Is that not right? Wait, well, how would you know, Gary? What is it then?
I don't know what it is. I would have no fucking idea, but it's not the fucking, you don't do the Elvis. Like, what do you mean motion with your hips?
With using your hips,
Stand
you
up and
kind
show
of
us.
just
Stand
you
up and
kind
show
of
us what
just
this
show-
looks like.
Using your if I was lying straight down.
Oh, here we go.
Well, dude, look at what you did, Gary.
This is like an overhead shot that we're supposed to
Jalen,
imagine.
For the record, I did not do this.
If I was lying straight down, like horizontally, and then hands started going, towards the waist area, you kind of just do a little shuffle,
Oh, this is so disturbing.
a little shuffle,
A little shuffle.
a little circular motion
Oh, man.
with the lower part of your body like that, and then it kind of cues them like, okay, this
This
is
guy
how it
wants
goes.
it.
But you don't walk into the
I'm just
common
picturing
area.
Danny DeVito and It's Always Sunny, his dance that he does.
You don't walk into the common area and ask verbatim, because you know what that sounds like? A cop. No, I don't know if cops do that either. But it's a little too obvious. So I don't know. I don't have an answer of what he was expecting or who he was, but definitely bothered Jen. And
Well,
I mean,
can I ask a question that maybe will help Jen's concerns? And I don't want you to reveal your gift, but I have to assume that a 90-minute massage is more than $40. Doesn't the price point suggest that the answer was not yes, and it's $40 for a happy ending?
right. You're correct to look at these facts in this, because Gary, my first reaction when I heard $40 was that's quite affordable. I did not think
That is, yeah, it's a bargain.
that. I did not think that. Yeah, I figured like if they're going to be breaking the law and risking their license and risking their business, it's a heavier risk than double Andrew Jackson. So you can look it up. That's him, right? That's him. He's on there. Right? So
More like a Benjamin, you'd feel like.
it could be maybe Benji sounds like a lot though. But well, hey, we know Caitlin's price.
To beat off a stranger? I don't know, man. I don't know. The 100 does sound like a lot.
It's just like, what about you, Matt? What would be your price be to do it?
it depends. Does it have to be for the full 90 minutes or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's
Depends if
just-
you're good
how
at
many,
it or not.
How many clients are we talking about an hour here? Let me run some numbers.
Matt just pulled out a spreadsheet. Now I'm getting worried. But yeah, my first thought was that's pretty freaking affordable. So that's also a reason why.
I mean, I
I'm
appreciate his
It's also
counter.
affordable.
He countered at 20, and I too would be upset. I want to know, did she come down to 30 or did she call the deal off? Like, what happened? That's why she was mad, right?
Calm
That's
down.
why. That's why she's
Poor
upset.
choice.
Yeah, she's upset at his bargaining skills. That's
Yeah.
why she's like, this is absurd. You can't just go. You can't start at 50%. That's like, it's so funny. If I ever post anything on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, then
Sorry, we got a lot of dogs in the house.
it's pretty absurd. Like I'll post something, and I'm like, $150, and then people just respond like, I'd like to offer $30. And it's like, who? I'm insulted. I am insulted by this offer, and then I get them up to 50, and we move on with our lives. But yeah, the low ballers, man. This guy was low balling.
Again,
Quite literally.
yeah, the word choice.
But yeah, she was bothered by it. So,
So let me ask you this, Chris. Does this mean you are going to be buying gift cards from a different establishment going forward? How bothered was she?
She was pretty bothered, but I mean, I like the place for her, not for me. I'm not a big massage guy, but I like, I don't know. It's easy to get gift cards there. And so I'm just like, I'm in denial right now. I refuse to believe that this is one of those establishments, but I don't know.
Now you got to find a new establishment to get the gift cards from. Sounds like.
We don't know that. We don't know that, Kaylin.
Based on Jen's response, I
My
don't know
move will
if
be
a
by
gift
what-
card from there is going to be quite the present anymore.
Here's the
Just
thing.
make sure you get her a gift card for $40 next time.
There we go.
Here's how I live my life, Kaylin. I'm like a trial and error guy. I would rather buy the gift card, surprise her again, and then if she says something, then I deal with it. Then having to communicate and ask. Having to communicate? Ugh.
So wait,
no.
what's the timeline between when she's going to receive this gift?
Oh no, she that's what she used it for.
Oh, she used it for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, receive this gift. The word choices are just...
You know, I blame it on the sex industry. They're just taking all metaphors from us. Like, I want to use these. I want to use just any saying.
Yeah, you
want to
use them. Yeah,
See,
you do.
Look at this. Look at this smut. But like Jen, like speaking of the trial and error, so Jen gets really, what's the word? Effing annoyed of me when I like if we're meeting some people somewhere, like if we were going to, let's say Matt came to California and actually wanted to hang out with us.
So we base this in reality?
Yeah, so let's say Matt came to California and actually called us to hang out. And we're like, okay, let's go meet at the Irvine Spectrum. And
That's just what I would want to do. Hey guys, let's go hang out 10 minutes from your house, but 90 minutes from where I'll be staying.
classic Matt style. Yeah, just always
Because
a
meeting
martyr.
in the middle of the night?
So
Yeah, seriously.
so if we pulled up to the Irvine Spectrum, my move would be, I kind of know the vicinity where Matt is. Let's just go find him. Where she's like, you should call and just tell him you're here. I go, no, I kind of want to just find him. And I would go do that. And I would just walk
Where would you
around.
look? What would be the first
If I
place that
know-
you would go to?
No, hold on. I know the answer to this. It's the Wood Ranch Barbecue at Irvine Spectrum. And I would 100% would find you. I, too, would not be texting Matt. I would know that he's getting some biscuits
See?
and a beer.
Yeah, and it's more
At the
fun
Wood
that way
Ranch.
too. So it's like I like to just check it out and then communicate. May not be my strongest skill, but I will work on it. But for the most part, it's just more fun for me. I like to live my life as a game, and that way I can win more.
I love my parents, but they are notorious for if I ever met them at a restaurant, they would text me like what table they're sitting at in relation to when I walk in. Like when you walk in, we'll be in the back left corner. As if this building I'm about to walk into is
so
the size
vast.
of a Costco. Like I'm pretty sure I'm going to walk in and I'm going to find you guys real quick.
I'm the same way, Matt. Yeah, I like to just take the lap until I
Yeah.
find you. Yeah. So okay, me and you're simpatico on this. So Irvine Spectrum next week.
Who's buying, baby?
Oh, wow.
I mean,
real friend.
If you materialize,
Look
I'll
at
buy.
All
this
right.
guy's buying. That you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I should let you finish. Excuse
Yeah.
me. All right. Look, we got stuff to get into. We got comments. I know Matt had a TOD that he wanted to
Oh, yeah.
address as well. So why don't you do Matt's TOD first, then we'll do some comments.
Matt seems really enthused about this TOD.
He said it was
Oh,
a big
yeah.
one. He said this is a game changer. I think
It is.
is the word he used.
I want to get your thoughts on this. Parking lots. Parking lot rules, perhaps? Rules question mark?
Etiquette.
Etiquette, maybe. let me ask you guys for your thoughts. So here in Texas, we have like the biggest parking lots in the world. Like you'll literally be in a parking lot for like a quarter mile. You'll still be in the same parking lot. Really, really wide lanes. Now, oftentimes in parking lots, they paint the lines like perfectly horizontal. So as you're driving through the lanes, it's completely perpendicular to the car. But sometimes if it's a two-way lane, the lines will be kind of at a diagonal angle. You know what I'm saying? So if you're coming down, it's a little easier to pull onto your right. Okay. And similarly, if you're coming from the other direction, those lines are also diagonal so that when they pull to the right, it's easier for them to come out. You guys following what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I should also point out these lanes are really, really long here. So I've been in this lane for a very long time. And I see on the left-hand side where the diagonal lines are really not pointed in my favor. They're pointed kind of away from my car, but it's a wide enough lane. Do I have the priority and the ability to turn into that lane?
Only if there's not another car coming at you at it within vision. If you can see another car that is headed towards that spot on the right side, then you are not allowed to cross over.
Okay. Well, I disagree.
Well, he did.
I feel like if I'm in this lane, I got my turn signal on, I got my left clicker on, and then I see a spot way at the front there, and I am about to get into that spot, and then I see another car just then approaching my lane. I already got my clicker on, baby. That's my spot. No?
No.
Yeah, it depends on the time, because the way you're putting it, it does sound like it's kind of your spot at that point, especially when you had the clicker going before the car turns into the lane. It's already established. So,
but hold on a second. Here in this scenario, the way you're describing it, it's not that the spots are both angled. It's like one side is angled for the people in that lane and the other side is angled for the people in that lane, so that in order for you to get into that spot, you basically have to make a U-turn.
That's correct.
Yeah.
No, well, that's what I was
It's
gonna
like
say.
a 3/4 turn.
So this
That's when you
person has been on a journey, Matt. The one that you're like, this person's been on a journey, and you just got there, and you're gonna take his or her spot.
I mean, I don't think it's his or her spot. That's exactly my point.
But
what were you gonna say, Kaylin?
Yeah, when you have to do the turn in and you need to back up again and then then it kind of almost creates such an awkward situation that it's like, the other guy's thinking, why didn't I just get the spot? But why don't you just? That's when you just back in. You have to just cross the lane and then back in, and then that's it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
Welcome to the dark side, Kaylin.
What's wrong with backing into a parking space?
Do a
I don't
diagonal
understand.
spot that's
when
not
they're angled like that, you don't do it. And
So-
Kaylin, you know I back
When
into
they're
spots
angled,
more
you
than
don't
anyone.
back into a spot.
No.
What kind of bullshit is that? What difference does that
it's
make?
called
If
it's called being a functional member of a society.
This is
Because
ridiculous.
Kaylin, here's the reason. Because if you are backed into a spot that is angled like that, then when you are exiting the spot, you are entering into a lane where presumably cars are coming directly at you.
You
would
mean
have
where
to
you
then-
would be able to see them coming very clearly? You just pull across the lane into the next one. You would be able to see the
But you would
cars
have
coming.
to make the U-turn in the opposite direction in order to do that.
No, you just cross that lane and go into the other one. That's going down that way.
It's a two-way lane.
It's a two-way lane, yeah.
No.
Dude,
What?
Kaylin, you're making perfect sense, my brother.
I do
Yeah,
not understand
enjoy.
the problem with this at all. This is ridiculous.
Well,
Oh, there
Gary
might
and
be a car
Chris.
coming if you pull out
Chris,
the
are you as
spot. Yeah,
disgusted with
it would
this
be
as I
better
am?
if you can see them forward. Then it would be more safe. In fact, now I'm on my argument. It would be even more safe for you to pull out the spot if they're angled that way and you're backed in, because you could see them coming so much more clearly.
Perfect.
Whereas backing out, it's a lot tougher to see them. So I think I just proved my point.
You know, Kaylin, you proved your point and my point, and I appreciate that.
I would be pretty disgusted at this, Gary, but for some reason I'm feeling optimistic because I wrote in my notes that I can't wait to hear what Matt returned to that house where he took that game.
You weren't here when I revealed that. I think when
No,
my mother-in-law was here, she finished a book that she was reading on her flight, and so my wife returned it to the bookcase on behalf of our house.
I am.
So not only was it not Matt's belonging, but he had his wife do it for him instead.
Yes, Gary, I am disgusted.
Yeah, that's basically the equivalent of like taking 4 quarters from the take a penny thing and then putting back like a damaged penny.
I miss Dawson.
I mean,
No, yeah, the diagonal spaces are tough. Like I can think of a few places where I do that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a pushover. Maybe I gotta be living my life the way Matt lives his life.
I just think the diagonal, it's cute, but it's not really even that necessary. Like the clicker, the turn signal is the law in a parking lot lane. You know, like length of time in the lane and the order in which the clickers come on, I feel like are the first two things you have to consider when you're discussing whose spot it is. And this diagonal nonsense is just making people like Gary give up spots that are rightfully his.
No, you're wrong. The turn signal being king and, you know, being the first one to see the site, I agree that's the law if they're perpendicular. But when they are angled to suggest that if you are in this lane, these spots on the right are for you, and the spots on the left that are angled the other way are for the people in that lane, then the clicker means nothing.
Let me ask you something, Gary. If there was no car approaching and it was more or less an empty parking lot.
Ooh, good question.
But I guess I should say it's half full. All the spots on the right, they're all taken. You can't pull into the spots on the right. Would you take a spot on the left, even if it was diagonally against you?
Isn't that exactly what I said at the beginning of this? Yeah. If there's no car in that lane approaching, then yes, you have full utility. But if you are in the lane that is angled to your side, and there is another car even way in the distance in that lane, then that spot goes to them.
Okay, what if they're not in the lane yet? What if you're like, you've been in this lane, you got stuck behind another car for like 90 seconds, and now you finally see that spot, and it's like the very, very last spot, which for another person is the very, very first spot. They're actually approaching the lane, you know, from the entrance to the parking lot. You've been in this lane for a long time. Are you saying that person who just happens to be coming by the front of the establishment can just immediately pull in and take that spot?
Yes.
Wow.
But you can.
What kind of time do you have? This is one life we leave.
This is exactly first come, first serve. That's what parking spots are. First come, first serve. First one there gets the
exactly.
Spot.
I agree with you, Kaylin. It's first come, first serve. And
but
Matt,
if you're essentially at the spot that's on the other side, that's angled away from you, and there's another car coming way down the fucking way, fucking first come, first serve, baby. I'm taking that fucking spot.
No, not if they're in the lane and there's no way for them to exit it. You're taking a spot that should be theirs. They went down the right way of that lane.
But I was there first. If they were closer to the spot, I would give them a little bit credit. But if they're way down, I was there first. I get the spot.
I get the spot. My spot.
And this is parking etiquette.
That's what I was shouting, by the way.
Yeah,
as I whipped into the spot, and my wife was not happy with me. And I said, you know what? My brothers will back me up on this when I bring this up. They understand. And of course, I knew I could count on Kaylin. The rest of you, I missed awesome. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Well, we do have some comments here. We also, I haven't done a Bussin' Makes Me Feel Good in a hot minute too. So maybe I'll do a quick excerpt from that, and then we shall do some comments.
Bussin' makes me feel good.
Once again, these are all
ironically the name of Jen's massage parlor.
Okay. I knew it. You
could have skipped this segment this week, baby. You did this to yourself.
I glanced left, I saw the notebook, and I thought I haven't done this in a minute. So it's worth it. All right. Once again, these are excerpts from my journal from 2006 when I took a road trip with 15 other guys around the country in a school bus we bought. We were all about 20 years old. 18 to 20 years old. All right. So last left off.
True or false? The two guys that you know who have gotten that service were on this bus.
No, neither.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a procedure, Gary.
Yeah.
All right. So last we left off was Chicago. Had the best pizza in my life. That deep dish pizza at Giordano's.
Oh, Giordano's. Yeah.
I left out one excerpt from Chicago, and it said we went to this place called the Virgin Record Megastore. I got a T-shirt with a baby with an afro on it, and it says, "Remember who you are." What knowledge?
What was that even in reference to? Was it like
remember who
hand painted? Like
whatever. It spoke to me, man. It was a baby with an afro, and it said, "Remember who you are." I also bought NFL Madden 06 for my Nintendo DS. Really fun game. Yeah, we were hard on the DS back then because that's like
It's a good buy when you're on a road trip. That's that's solid.
This is
solid
before smartphones, man. So I mean, we were linking up.
buy. Oh, yeah, you don't need to tell me about the DS.
Oh, excuse me.
Are we still talking about the massage parlor that that Jen goes to?
Just let us link up, Matt. Why do you have to make this into anything else? We just want to link up. And then we went to Cleveland because that's we went to go see Mikey, my buddy Mikey, one last time. He left the road trip to fly to Cleveland because his grandpa was passing away, and he's like, "Come over here." And
Sounds like a great stop along the way.
you know, I got that story wrong. I forget why he went to Cleveland. It wasn't because of his grandpa. Maybe it's just because his grandpa was getting older, but it wasn't because he was passing away. But oh gosh, he listened.
Come on, bye everybody.
Come hang out with Grandpa.
We got a couple days
I
left.
didn't get that story. I'm that was off of memory. That wasn't what I wrote down. Because I'm like, why did Mikey leave? He'll text me. He listens to this show, so he'll text me. But we went to Cleveland to see Mikey one last time.
Ask Mikey what he thinks about parking lots, by the way.
And for our final hurrah, he took us to this buffet called the Golden Corral.
Oh yeah, we got those out here in Austin,
I'm
baby.
sure you got those in Austin.
Yeah, we do.
We've none of us have ever been, and the food was enough to make you full and sick. It was gross food, but Mike's a good friend, and it was worth it. Adam said, "I didn't think anyone could get corn wrong, but these guys did."
Wow.
And then someone told me and Adam a thing or two about Cleveland, and I wrote some bullet points about Cleveland. I will preface this with this was 2006, and times must have changed, I could imagine. But this was the lowdown that we got about Cleveland when getting to Cleveland.
And we should also say we love our fans in Cleveland.
We do. We love them
Yeah.
so much. Okay. So, with that said, number 1, it's still okay to beat up your kids.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
This is what you've learned?
This was 2006.
This was what someone from Cleveland was telling me about Cleveland.
And now it's what they wanted to impart.
Number 2. All the white girls are racist. And then I wrote in parentheses, which I've seen firsthand. I do remember a horrible, horrible moment. I don't even want to tell you guys what happened, but it was very racist and very terrible. All right, I'll tell you. So we're just like in like a neighborhood in the suburbs, and an African American child was biking down the street, and a white woman gets out, opens the door, and yells, "Get out of here. Go back to where you came from. This is our country." Straight up,
Damn.
just like horrifyingly racist.
And what they should have done was beat the kid because that's apparently allowed.
Number 3, all the kids are into bad stuff and getting into fights. I mean, that could be anywhere, though, you know. And number 4, basically, Cleveland is this old hillbilly.
Again, we love our fans that are from this area.
This is what I was. This is what I was told to me.
20 years
not
ago.
What I think.
Do you know who told you all this stuff?
I do. I don't want to say.
Is it Mikey's
know.
grandpa?
Basically, Cleveland is this old hillbilly hick town that hasn't progressed yet. But look, this was 2006, guys. It's 2025. Times are different.
I mean, if this was 1976, maybe I would be okay with this. But I feel like times can't have changed that much in 19 years.
We also met a guy named Smoothie.
No comment on that. Just gonna go right past it. Yeah, Smoothie. Was it the
And
king?
so what we did was, I didn't ask if he was royalty of any sort, but
Yeah, it was 20 years ago. He
all
probably
the
had to work
people
his way
that
up.
all the fun people that we ran into, we let them tag our bus and decorate it, and he wrote Smoothie on the side, like in big letters, like
You didn't put his MySpace?
no, but we did have MySpaces on the bus though. People's MySpace URLs were definitely.
Yeah, I
on there.
remember from the guy in Rhode Island.
Oh yeah. So Smoothie wrote it, and he just had one request, and he says, "Please, if you can do this, take a picture next to the beach with my tag showing, and please email it to me." That was his one like big request from us. He wanted a picture of the bus on the beach with the Smoothie tag.
And he probably never got it, right?
Spoiler alert, we got it.
Yeah.
I'll dig up the picture, but it's pretty epic. And then lastly, I went to Best Buy and got factory iPod headphones. I don't know why I had to be so specific about that, but I've always wanted them for a while. Well, I guess I always wanted them. At Best Buy, some dude at the door sees that I came out of the school bus and is stoked on our story. He was a really good guy. He was wondering what we were thinking going to this hellhole that is Cleveland. And his words, not mine. To all our Cleveland fans. And that wasn't the first time we've heard that. I guess a lot of people really hate their hometown. Not necessarily Cleveland, but yeah, people are like, why are you here? Why are you here? So anyway, kind of interesting moments of a town that, we never really thought we'd spend that much time in. But there you go. Chicago, a little bit of Chicago, and some Cleveland for you too. Love you, Cleveland.
Makes me feel good.
All right. And lastly, I want to get into some comments here. We haven't done comments on the main show, the big show, the free show in a minute. So let's do that, and then we'll GTFO.
Now it's time for listener comment.
All right.
Bill Zoverdu says all the white girls are racist.
And look, if you're from Cleveland, one, I'm sorry. Once again, that was not me who initiated or generated any of those words about your fine city. That's just what was told to me, and I was reiterating that. Okay. And number two, if you want to argue or agree, then leave it in the comments. Let's hear from you. Preferably agree with me. I mean, argue. I don't know what I want. Okay.
Really hope Drew Carey comments. Isn't he a big Cleveland guy? Yeah.
Cleveland rocks. There you go. All right. There are a couple ways for those who are new listening and made it thus far. There are a couple ways to leave comments for us. One is by joining our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. For as little as $5 a month, you get ad-free episodes, an extra episode a week, and then opportunities for movie club discussions, virtual meetups, things like that. And everything is a ton of fun. Matt, will you shut up?
I'm sorry.
They're
I keep
enthusiastic
trying to
about the
mute
comments.
it.
That new dog of yours is really going wild.
I know. Well, one of my
kidding.
buddies is traveling right now, and I'm just being a nice friend and offered to let his dog stay here. And now there's a third dog in the mix just for this week. And, my boy just got his balls chopped off, so he's already in a bit of a state. And this other dog is just pushing his buttons a little bit. I'm, we're dealing with it.
It's all
good.
part of it. It's all part of it. All right. So, and then also, if you want to leave comments, join our Facebook group, please. Facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, we might let you in. This first comment on our Facebook group, this is Jacob Morales, and he says, I need Kalen to flick this if he has seen it. And it is the movie A Scanner Darkly from 2006.
Never heard of it. But I'm intrigued.
It's like if you took a Keanu Reeves movie and turned an Instagram filter all the way up to where it's like almost animated.
It's a Richard Linklater movie. He used the technology in a couple other movies like Waking Life. And then more recently, there was a movie on Netflix called Apollo 11, I want to say, something like that. I think it's called like rotoscoping, where they film it.
Yeah.
They film it with cameras, and then an artist draws over every frame and like paints over it. So it looks like film, but it's very like this barking's wonderful. It's a little bit more fantastical, and it's kind of animated over the video.
What do you think of it?
I gotta make sure that that they're okay. Sometimes I like it. That movie, Waking Life, is an all-time classic. Scanner Darkly, I saw it one time and it went over my head. It's like a sci-fi. It's based on a short story. I would give it another watch one of these days. But the Apollo one was also fantastic. So I just think it depends on the writing and whatnot.
Yeah. Speaking of
All right, I'm gonna
Keanu,
go take care of my dog.
I
Sorry.
realized I don't think I've ever seen. Actually, I can confirm I have not seen any of the Matrix sequels. I've only seen the first
There's a
one.
reason.
But I heard
Yeah.
that the second one is decent enough.
Well, it's not really, but there is a fucking awesome fight slash chase sequence that occurs in the movie. Like the movie's like, whatever. I mean, it's not totally horrible, but it's not great. But there
Wait,
is
are we-
one sequence when they're fighting like on a freeway with like these two guys, and it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, that one's cool. I mean, I thought you guys were talking about like the more recent, like the fourth one. I've seen 2 and 3.
Oh,
sure.
I haven't seen 2 or 3 or Resurrection. I think is the new one. But yeah, all right. Maybe I'll check. Maybe I'll check it out. I did.
People were pretty hard on those when they first came out. You know, now that they've aged, they might be all right. Like, I mean, at least the 2 and 3, the recent one, just
Wow.
don't even bother with that one.
Well, whoever's doing movie club next, just tossing it out there.
By the way, it was bothering me because it couldn't have been Apollo 11. The movie Matt was talking about is Apollo 10 and a half.
Thank you.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh. Alvaro Zaragoza. He says, I woke up this morning with some insane pain on my right foot. Guess who discovered he's part of the gout gang? Oh, buddy. Look, you have support. You have a support system here, but yeah, not a fun time. So I'm sorry to hear that. I went to a trade show a few weeks ago in Orlando. I've talked about it. And I had like a flare up in my ankle. So I couldn't put any pressure on my ankle for like 2 days. Like I was just limping around on a trade show floor for 2 days, just walking.
Sorry,
miles.
I'm back. What are you guys talking about?
And
Well, sorry, you're going to continue it. But Matt, your thoughts on Matrix 2 and 3?
Oh, okay. The second one is pretty fucking awesome. The freeway chase in particular at the end is amazing. It's nowhere near as good as the first one, but it was pretty entertaining to watch again. Sort of the beginning of CGI really becoming a little bit much. The third one, I saw it one time in the theaters, and it was like one of the worst experiences of my life. I thought it was so terrible. And then number 4, I watched, it was like a direct to streaming Christmas Day release a few years ago, and I actually thought it was pretty good, but everybody I know thought it was dog shit. So I don't know. I'd have to try that one again too.
I think that's a general consensus then. Yeah, just maybe we were so it was recency bias with just how good that first Matrix was and what it made you feel, that you just wanted that again. You know, it's hard to even replicate that at all. So we were a little too harsh on it. Let's see. Oh, so anyway, I was limping around for miles on this trade show. Nobody said a word. I'm holding everybody back. Everyone's being very nice, but they didn't know me that well, so they just thought I had a permanent limp, and it was very sweet, and I didn't have to address it at all with anybody. Joseph Landis writes, when were the ACS glory years for you guys? I really miss when you all were making the ship conquer the seas. Want to go back and relive those times.
Mine was essentially from the moment I got hired up until COVID, I would say. It was all those years. If that's not that's like from 2013 to 2019. So that's a long time.
That's a big era, man. Yeah.
But I feel like that whole, all those years were equally as fun as, each other.
Yeah, for me, it was like right until the day that Kalen was hired. That's
That-
really,
those-
at that
that
point,
was
it
fun
was
times.
the really early days.
Yeah, because your hire worked out so much better than.
I'm kidding. I just know that the times when we were, I guess it had to be around when we were first starting up this podcast. So, 2015, 2016, I guess Kalen's saying 2013, but that was kind of when we were really hitting our rhythm, when it was really kind of becoming a bit of a frat house. There were quite a lot of people there. Those holiday parties were pretty off the charts. That's me. Yeah.
All right, what was the question? The best years working at Corolla?
Yeah, what are the glory years for you?
I mean, I'm kind of with Kalen. Like once we got Kalen there, it really started to hum. But I say for me personally, it was probably the years that I was living with Matt.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
buddy.
nice, especially because Gary's lived with Kaylin too.
I was gonna
This is
say it's
not
good that you
very-
preface that before you preface the Kalen thing. Otherwise, I'd be a little bit more upset right now.
To be fair, the reason that the Kalen years were not included in that was because I didn't really live with Kalen.
I was gonna say those were kind of
paid
my
rent-
best years too.
I paid rent for Kalen and lived with my girlfriend.
I
But
see.
yes,
Yeah,
I enjoyed those years as well. But the real like memory, like core memories that stick out were sort of once I kind of folded into Matt's friend group and he and I were working and living together. Like that
was awesome.
that was pretty cool.
Right.
Yep, good call.
All right. Oh, and for me, yeah, same era as well. I mean, you know, I have great moments from every year that I've been there, and really memorable things. Especially because we started in 2010. It was like a new medium, and just watching it evolve and all the crazy things that we could do, and people are like, "Oh, I can't believe we're getting away with this." It was awesome. So yeah,
Wait, hey, when did Blink 180 True come in? Because that was pretty hot year.
oh, that was your booking, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That was Mike August booking. How dare you?
Yeah, but either way, like look, I actually thinking about like what were the most fun years. It was before I became the producer in 2018, because I didn't have to take it as seriously as I had to, and it was just kind of fun just being around. And
I was gonna say, I mean, the guy's question is like he wants to go back and actually listen to those years. So like, if you want like a time frame to go back and listen to, it sounds like we're all kind of talking about between 2015, 16 to like
I would
kinda
even-
2018.
No, the early years are awesome too. So I mean, no offense to Kaylin, but I would start like around 2011,
11.
2012 is when I thought we really hit a stride of what we were doing.
Yeah, basically, figure out the date that we killed Osama bin Laden. Start there.
Because on that day, that great day, our podcast began to sing.
Was free.
So yeah, I would look around that era, Joseph. But and listen what you think too, because yeah, I remember there's some really fun moments and in times there that I'm quite fond of. Alrighty, let's see any more. Let's do a Patreon comment as well. Let's see. Jim Blake on Patreon writes, "Congrats on the new fridge, Chris." Oh, I should do the drop. Congrats on the new fridge,
Chris!
I'm all about the fridge life, and I can tell you that interior cameras and custom temperature areas are not worth it. I have both. Okay, brag. I have both and never use either for any practical purpose. I still don't even understand why my fridge has inside cameras, except to prove that the light does not go off when the door is closed, or maybe it just comes on when the camera turns on. But I've never, ever been in the grocery store and wondered if I had milk or eggs and had to log into the app to check. It's never once happened.
Log into the app. You don't log in once and stay signed in?
Yeah, we have to talk about this, man. You
This
got to
is
check
JV, bro.
that little box.
I'm sure he
Keep
gets
me
booted.
signed in. There is nothing more annoying than getting booted out of an app that
I hate it.
could stay logged.
Tell
you can
me
just
about
stay
it.
logged in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kalen, it's even worse
Yeah, it
because
really hurts when it happens to me.
he's got to start reaching out to people.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. So, but I didn't get the. Someone told me I should get the middle drawer, the temperature drawer, because then you could call it your own personal
Chris!
but it's too late. It's too late. I was like, that was convincing enough, but it didn't happen. And then, and on Patreon, Darren Sutton writes, "Holy shit, Gary did act the shit out of that. Wow. What did you act out?"
I don't know.
That's the glory of this show, people.
Yeah,
we count
that
on
was-
you
That
to
was
remind
7
us.
full days ago. I don't know.
All right, well, our last comment on Facebook, Ryan Scripps writes, "Does anyone have thoughts on having a woman as a wing man?"
It works very well.
It works
It
so
works
well.
very well.
So I've heard. No, it's good because a woman hanging around you already creates like a
disarms.
it disarms.
Disarms.
Like, oh, this
Like,
guy's
this woman can tolerate him.
so I might be able to.
I feel safe with him. Like, you know, or that she feels safe with him. So like he's probably not a monster. Like it's a big move.
Yeah. And he Ryan also writes, and I have along with my wife, have no problem being a married guy and sitting at a friend's 2:00. But yes, you've got to set up the shot and know when to leave formation. So there you go.
Good call. Well said.
I remember. I still think about this show all the time when we did shows in Vegas, Gary, and we all went. I took my girlfriend, now wife, my girlfriend then Jen, and my buddy's like, yeah, I'm in Vegas. I got tickets to Cirque du Soleil. You want to come?
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, I can't. I got to work tonight. We're doing 2 shows at the Hard Rock. Can my girlfriend go? Can she take it? And she'll go with you guys? She's like, yeah, I got buddies here. Why don't you come? She should come along. And then she goes, and I just get a
I
text.
got buddies here. Oh, no.
I got a text like, this is a bachelor party. And Jen is now just hanging out in this bachelor party all night. And supposedly they were pretty tame. So Jen kind of just encouraged them to drink
got
while
lucky.
The party started.
I mean, she didn't get lucky, but
no, and then
she
they
got
met up
lucky.
with us and partied all night, and they had a really good time because they were just gonna watch that show and go to bed. It was and she kept the party going and basically saved it, which I think should be a service or at least some sort of Vegas comedy where a woman provides help with bachelor parties to have more fun.
I dig it.
Thank you, Matt.
Bachelor party concierge, huh?
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
bachelor parties should hire, like, oh yeah, and if she does magic, even better. All right.
Even better.
Well, that'll do it for this episode of Patreon. We're gonna get. This episode of Watercooler. We'll
Patreon.
get started on Patreon in just a moment. So why don't we go around the horn, get our plugs, in, and then we'll GTFO. I'll start over there in Austin. Matt, so what you?
I finished Mobland, which Keelan recommended, and I got to just once again back him up. Great call, dude. Awesome show. Great ending. It has been renewed for a second season, and it ended in a way that got me very excited for another season one day. So Mobland, I think, is on Paramount. Paramount.
Yeah.
So if you know somebody that you can get the password from, you should check it out. Also, patreon.com/watercooler.
Yes, Jen wants to get into Mobland. She wants to start it, and I want to as well. She's like, I have to start a whole another show. It just seems daunting. But
Yeah, it might be a little tough for you, Crows.
you don't know me.
I don't know if you can watch every one of those episodes, which again is a tell that it's probably pretty good.
I hate that's how you describe it. I hate that. Gary, what's your plug?
I'd like to plug the Massage Envy in Long Beach, California. Now, patreon.com/watercooler. And just come over and catch the second half of the show.
For the record, it's not Massage Envy. Gosh, dude.
I knew it wasn't. That's why I said that.
Okay. Caitlin, what about you?
Just fooling about with Michael Bean. The episode I put out today, as you're hearing this, my dad goes into detail about how he hooked up with Kathy Lee Crosby, and I was so uncomfortable. I cannot tell you how uncomfortable I was sitting there, and I even voiced my concern at one point. My dad was like, "Whoa, what's the problem? What, too much?" And I was like, "Yeah, fucking too much for me."
I saw that episode. I thought it was fine. When he took his shirt off in the retelling, it's just like, okay, I could see Caitlin reaching for that extra paper towel to wipe his sweat.
Well, the hard part was they took his shirt off and then he tripped over the cables.
Oh, how could you not? And then as for me, please check out our Patreon. I play at Marina Wine every Saturday. I'm playing at the Ordinary in Long Beach one of the Saturdays this month too.
Is there anywhere I could follow you on social media that would have all these dates?
Yes, Loxy Music, LAXI Music, please. All right, thank you, Gary. First time we've done that. All right, and that'll do for this episode of Watercooler. We love you. Goodbye.